but it is, I've seen a fair few Cetrions today, so I think that might be actually a hard ask. But as we now jump into our next few matchups, this is still early stage of pools, right? You know, people are getting their first games out of the way.
I'm going to see what some of the results are off stream, guys, but in here are the likes of, oh, hello, this is going to be the CEO champion, SCORPIONPROCS, one of the young twins from Chile that shocked the NRS community. Two young kids, I think they're 6 years old each. I actually don't know. They're young in their teens. Both of them show up to CEO, and I don't know, body the entire Mortal Kombat community there. I'm gonna say it.
I was very much, dude. I was in awe sitting there and watching it. I was, because I'd heard of them, but I'd never really had a chance to see them play, which I think is rather common for South American Mortal Kombat. That there are so many fantastic players in that part of the world that they might not be able to travel all that much, whether it's for visa reasons, whether it's for just financial reasons, man. Like, traveling can be really expensive for some players. So we don't get a chance to see them go up against everyone else. They're fantastic at playing each other. When you'd watch things like Liga Latina, for example, it's a treat. Having them here on your home soil, that is where things get a bit different, because they rocked up. Oh, no, he missed it. Just give him a fist bump, dude. Bro, no.
Not like this.
No, man, no. That reminds me of the Fatal 8 handshake. That's the Fatal 8 handshake all over again. He didn't see it. He turned around right as he did it. And then he tried again, and he turned around again.
But what I was going to say was I had a lucky honor to watch them play quite a few times before that, and it was in part due to my co-commentator earlier, Dijon, who runs a ton of Latin American series. Got to watch those two in a grand finals of one of his events, and my jaw was on the ground from start to end. That's the man right there, TopSieteGames, their sponsor. That's Dijon there in the middle. There's his brother, Nicolas. The whole crew's out here from Chile. Latin America represented, La Familia in the chat.
Question is, how many of them are going to make top 8? A substantial amount did in CEO. Are they going to get even more this time?
And they brought some more players from Chile that Dijon was telling me could have some secret sauce in these brackets, so I'm excited to see it.
Well, it won't be a secret for very long if they make it into that top 8, let me tell you.
No better way to get your name out there than with a result here in offline Mortal Kombat. And this is shaking up quite a few things this year, because I'm looking at EVO right now, Ketchup. I'm looking at EVO, and this might be a bold statement. I could get flamed for this, but I think that this year might be the highest chance America has at losing Mortal Kombat. We've never lost Mortal Kombat at EVO. We've gotten close. Foxy got close. Tekken Master got close.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the Fox, we'd be. But I think that these two, and with some of the other larger threats out there in the world, everyone's getting better, and we see the talent that's out there. And as long as we can get them to play in a setting like this, we're going to be seeing some magic.
Are you suggesting that if Sonic Fox didn't exist to carry you, then Foxy and Tekken Master would have won EVO?
Well, I mean, that's a fact. I don't think I can.
I tried to warn people about Tekken Master that year, and no one listened to me. No one did. Yeah. You say yeah, whatever. How much could you know? Tekken Master gets second place.
Second place.
Second place.
The infamous hat off from Sonic Fox.
All right.
On the reset. Whoa, Kotal Khan and Spawn.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, he's wearing different clothes and again the mask, but I do believe the Spawn player is Kmac.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really good Spawn too.
I spoke to him yesterday. We had a bit of a brief chat, and I do recognize he has the mask on though. But
and SCORPIONPROCS, Kotal Khan.
Yes.
Kotal.
They play all the good characters.
I'm petrified because someone of his caliber with this character is a scary thing to me. Because you only really see, shocking this statement, you really only see Kotal Khan specialists play Kotal Khan in tournament.
And they're all American.
Yep, they're all American.
Kotal Khan is a very American character, like genuinely. Nowhere near as popular in other places. The wake-up jump. Oh, and he's playing the one. Getting more mileage out of his neutral jump.
Hey, man! 423! Hello!
Holy moly. This has been a fantastic first round, going for the charge here, taking the minus frame.
So smart. That's one of the greatest aspects to Kotal Khan's mid command grab is -7 versus command. That can be a punish? Yes. Against Kotal Khan becomes a mix-up. Versus other characters where they get flawless block, they get blah, blah, blah. No, you have to either guess command grab or a check. Really smart by SCORPIONPROCS.
K-Mac's done a really good job so far, but he's far from safe. Looking at that fatal blow territory, the advancing mids. And the staggers, puts himself minus, he's always in danger. K-Mac holding on to the meter, doing a good job of playing that risky game, you know.
And Kotal Khan's gonna struggle to play Mortal Kombat 11 at 3-4 range. It's one of the biggest, I'm actually not the biggest fan of this matchup, especially in the corner when Spawn gets into jail space, where he gets 3-4. Oh, wow. That's going to be a punish, but lucky for SCORPIONPROCS to have the meter. He's going to force the breakaway. You almost have to breakaway right there. You don't want Papa Khan to send you to the corner with a damage buff. It's going to happen anyway. Here we go. Drinking the blood.
I've got to say, what I'm really, I think, impressed by with K-Mac so far is how much he believes in those instant jumps, because he's already putting in that glide. He's getting that double jump too every single time for a little bit of extra damage here. There's the 1-2, the down 1 to challenge it, plus frames the 1-1, and SCORPIONPROCS happy to sit there and respect it.
Ooh, look good min here. Just quick mixes. Every single button's going to be a mix-up as long as he's got command grab, though, especially off the stand 1. The bully with down 4, and that's so plus you really don't want to try to disrespect the hit advantage of that. K-Mac, can he get out of this corner? Nice tech from Scorpion. He's standing his ground. Let him whiff. Oh, my goodness. And that down 2 connects from across the ocean at that range. My goodness.
Oh, something just
he's warming up.
Something hits different about a flawless block with punish. Oh, he has the meter.
Not on the first hit, but on the second part of a string that's already active.
Oh, doesn't get the cross-up jump in. That is unfortunate now. K-Mac, reversal projectile. I mean, you can see right here, right? The homie's supporting him, and that's what you want to see. The double jump in. Restand. Lots of damage. Double jump once more. Yo, K-Mac is using that lethal glide more than I've ever seen any Spawn player use.
And he can use it in neutral, too, to bait Kotal Khan trying to anti-air, because a lot of Kotals want to anti-air. Stand 1, especially backed up by Concut, is a good day at the office.
Plus frames. Hey, SCORPIONPROCS. Oh,
this is
he
rough.
knows his frames.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! I was about to say, this is the only spot you do not want to be. And he just told me to shut up, Aquaman, and watch this flawless block. I'm about to be godlike.
It's just, oh! You always feel like you've seen it all, and then that happens.
Every time I watch this kid, I want to throw up. Every time.
I mean...
And this is regular for them.
This is...
That was only a light golf club. They're like, yeah, okay, cool, flawless block something.
Yeah, well done, man. Yeah. Make sure you do more of that, yeah? Make sure you do more of that.
Animals.
Hey, look, on a serious note, that was sick. I mean, that's the answer. They're going to duck and flawless block. That's the immediate turnaround, isn't it? Give them the same thing again and see what happens. Information was given there.
Which means K-Mac is thinking, and he's thinking awfully hard. And every touch has led to some big boy Spawn damage.
It's been a fantastic set so far. The flawless block once more. Cheeky little down 1. I think maybe trying to bait some kind of flawless block there, perhaps with the empty jump at K-Mac. Unfortunately, he's going to get clipped there. SCORPIONPROCS. Command grab to enter and begin. Oh, no. It's not even going to be worth it.
Oh, no, he dropped the command grab. That would have killed, or maybe he read breakaway coming late.
Maybe he read breakaway, because 470 health, that's a lot for Spawn. Spawn can get that.
Yes, he can. I was afraid. Especially in the corner.
Round 2.
Don't want to get touched right there. SCORPIONPROCS holds the lead. Almost got the whiff punish to the stand 3. Ready for the tech. Didn't get too aggressive off the down 4 on block. Really smart.
Hey, all things considered, K-Mac has been playing really well. It's just that SCORPIONPROCS, if there's anything about this matchup, he is doing it.
Oh, if it wasn't for that flawless block, he was in prison at the end of that last one. Wow.
Oh!
Unconventional punish, but hey, a punish nonetheless.
Especially for Spawn. I mean, that was 40% with his name on it.
Oh, boy. We haven't seen a lot of tick throws work out for Kotal Khan tonight. I will say that, or this morning. Today, oh, is that going to be death? K-Mac is on the board, sending him to hell with that one.
It's coming down again. The use of the lethal glide. When he believes in that jump in, he dedicates. Damage makes perfect sense. Double jump 3. Hey! 40%. Oh! Oh, God!
He may have floated a little too long on that one. If he would have gotten full damage there, SCORPIONPROCS was one guess from death already. Woke up with the instant jump was lethal blind is the exact word that I would describe it with. Another throw. Space is built. Kmac is feeling it.
Kmac has not been going for a lot of grabs. That one was incredibly smart.
And SCORPIONPROCS, mind you guys, if he loses this, we might see a character select. He plays the whole game, and we did see him win CEO with Cabal and a few other characters. We did see the Nightwolf Mirror in Grand Finals as they were having some fun. This is some beefy damage, and this is Papa Khan coming in with one hit that could potentially kill.
Back-to-back poke. Oh, there's the back one.
Checked it with a mid, really smart in the negativity of the down 3. Look at Kmac, he's looking composed here.
Kmac is playing extremely well. We're seeing some good stuff so far.
Wow.
Taking what is a rather simple game plan with Spawn and just mixing it up enough. And the use of the glide, gotta say, really impressed. Uh-oh!
Wow, he said he's their big guy. Put that sword down. And that's a big read for Spawn to make, because at that same range, if he doesn't do forward 2 and you do 3-4, you get whiff punished by the forward 2. That's half-screen footsies that these two characters fight or play against each other.
Escape failed, not that it matters with Spawn, but trying to go for a tech, doesn't manage to get the right direction. Mid-screen, I mean, it's really anyone's tech.
Wow, did he confirm the second hit? Stop it. SCORPIONPROCS, I think, was back to the wall. Tried a really aggressive wake-up neutral jump there. Kmac was respecting a wake-up probably. The up 2s and up 3s of Kotal Khan are so strong, both in the higher tier of wake-ups in this game. And now anything in a fatal blow can kill, but it's Kmac who gets a punishment roll.
I don't know about you, Aquaman, but I feel like
a shocker.
I feel like there is going. If we see Kmac take it over SCORPIONPROCS here, there could be a bit of a pop-off because. I mean, words were exchanged when SCORPIONPROCS, not by SCORPIONPROCS, but by the community, when SCORPIONPROCS won CEO.
Yes.
I feel like, you know, there's a lot of pressure on them to play well again.
You know, there is a lot of pressure to stay at the top. Every single match, every single player you need to beat from here on out. And there's a lot of unfamiliarity, it looks like, with this Kmac Spawn, and I am loving it.
Because it's very clear that SCORPIONPROCS knows how to fight Spawn, but Kmac is playing in a different manner. Something that maybe SCORPIONPROCS might not be as used to. The dash and grab once again. And hang on a minute, Kmac, 2 bars a meter, one of them gets spent. But Kotal Khan is still deadly. With the meter, the knockdown, the punish on the roll!
Kmac is going to send SCORPIONPROCS within a millisecond to the character select screen.
Frame 1 character select.
Wow.
Now what is the character?
Cabal, right? Maybe. What's the pick here?
Cabal. We knew it was coming. But look, Cabal's a popular character, especially in North America. You think Kmac doesn't know this?
Exactly, and he has been given momentum. It's in his hands. He's holding it, relishing it, bathing in it right now.
Potentially 1 game away from pulling off the upset of the tournament so far, I would say.
100%.
And Kmac showing why he's been dedicated to Spawn for a long time, and actually, instantly, the armor break comes out. No breakaway for you, sir. But this is going to be a different beast. Now you're fighting Cabal. This character is a menace in the hands of these top players as well, even more so. No flaws blocked there so far, which is very interesting.
Woo! Oh! If he had the meter, Kmac is gaming right now, catch up.
Yo, cancelling the charge and then doing the double jump in is so good. Now Kmac, wait a minute. The double charge again. The instant lethal glide has been so good here.
What? Are you kidding me? That was so far away. And Kmac is going to be on match point here against SCORPIONPROCS.
What is going on here?
Back-to-back ridiculous stand 3 anti-airs from, I don't know, so far away. Almost got another one right there. And this is match point for him.
I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to be disrespectful. I've never seen Kmac play this good. I always knew he was good, but this is like the best I've ever seen him.
This is why we play the game. This is why we don't just advance the projected seeds on the Start GG bracket.
Get off me!
The game is played and you gotta earn these wins. And Kmac says you're gonna need a miracle right now. Look at the damage!
How did he know, Aquaman?
He's in his head. Let's be big damage.
Oh, that was a whip.
As response. No defense bar, any hit right here. This will be some big damage. SCORPIONPROCS has the answer. He said, I'm sick and tired of getting hit for 350 damage. Here's some of your own. That's gonna be GG's. He stays
All right, hang on a minute. Still match point for Kmac now. Actually, the pressure of the situation, he's got to keep his composure here. Keep doing what you're doing. SCORPIONPROCS, he knows it's on the line. He's going to give it his all. And the air again!
The fact that he's doing that from what, half screen and just the tail end of it. Oh no.
Wonderful confirm for SCORPIONPROCS, and more importantly, momentum on his side.
So much respect you have to give every aspect of what he can do afterwards. 3-4 projectile. You don't know. And he's mixing up with the raw charge. SCORPIONPROCS has a slight lead. Slight leads haven't existed in this match as they're both dealing 350 plus every single touch. It didn't confirm that one. Wasn't ready for it. Gets the instant air. He was so ready for it. Gets him up the defensive bar. One more hit. I'm scared.
Oh, the tech! He knew. That was death. If he got hit there, he was done. Forward 2-2 confirmed now, SCORPIONPROCS. That throw tech kept him in the game. I guarantee
he was dead.
Forward throw.
100%. Kmac has a fatal blow right now, and even a fatal blow, anything into it will kill. SCORPIONPROCS cannot breathe wrong right now. Otherwise, this is GG to the loser's bracket form. Staring down the face of a fully loaded hell spawn. What's just happening right there?
I don't know. Oh, Scorpion's doing the right thing. Just he's not pressing a button. He knows. He's happy to take it. He will take it for now.
Oh my God! No! Are you kidding me? What's happening right now?
That was the game! That was the game!
Oh, the game so many times! Now he hits him again! 3 seconds! 2, 1! It's gonna be... What?
Wait, what?
What in the world? What happened?
What? Were they not...
What's happening?
Last breath?
Come on!
No, he had one extra hit.
Oh!
He had one extra hit at last breath.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
But no, he just had to punish the fatal blow.
I got...
He just had to punish the fatal blow.
Okay.
It was done.
What's happening?
Oh my Lord, what a disaster. But God, what a game.
I had a heart attack. Give me a second. Woo. Unbelievable. Mortal Kombat 11 in 2022 can do this. Can be this. Sensational. Kmac takes the early lead, gets the throw punish, and that's gonna be the sword of death.
You might be dead there, sir.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh! That combo wasn't even over, folks. Match point for Kmac again. This crowd is getting behind him. You can hear it.
Match of the tournament right now. This is insanity. Draws first blood in round number 2, though. SCORPIONPROCS has had the pressure against him so many times, and he's risen to the occasion. He has to so many times again. Gets about to break away. Any hit now is really going to apply some pressure and some damage as long as Kmac's got the bar. No hit confirm? Yikes.
Again! You want to retreat and do this? I'm going to go in for my double glide every time. The punish calls it out at last. But Kmac, this is what he wants, the 1-1. He really wants you to press, and he's chased him down every time, but he's just... It's a weird height.
Hey! Disgusting anti-air, and still Kmac get killed, but no, he tries to wake up buttons, and we're going to final game, final round. This was written ages ago as an epic that we're going to tell our kids in the future. What in the world is happening right now?
Significant difference, though, is that Kmac does not have defensive bar, so if it's clipped now, he's in a lot of trouble. Now, what's it going to be? The grab, the tech, really good stuff. Oh, he tried to go for the glide, I think, and he messed it up.
Oh no, SCORPIONPROCS with his first lead of the past 4 games on match point himself. Can it be any closer? As he tried a little bit of a hold on the glide, trying to throw something different at SCORPIONPROCS this late. It's such a smart thing to apply.
Scorpion's defense has been phenomenal all series long. That standing 3 looking to chase it down. Recovers a bit just to keep himself safer. I like that choice. Kmac had a combo in his mind. He was looking for it.
Ooh. She's in with the toes right there. Force him on the breakaway. Big air to air for SCORPIONPROCS. No defensive bar whatsoever.
This is bad. This is bad.
One more hit. Can SCORPIONPROCS bring this what was from the literal grave? 29, 11 HP left for him. Kmac needs a big hit. Lands the air there, but doesn't land a combo.
Oh, he expected a jump back. I guarantee he expected a jump back, and that is... Although be it an anticlimactic ending to the set,
What a
great
set it was.
nonetheless. We
Wow.
have to rewind, dude. We have to rewind.
Round of applause. Round of applause to those two players. Kmac.
Fujin versus Raiden. No, Raiden in tournament.
Yeah, man, he showed up. A couple of Raiden players in this top 32.
Has Chaos Realm been secured?
No thanks to your thunder.
Is it so difficult to stand on your own?
Okay.
Okay, the lore battle.
Okay. Let's go. It's Brazil versus Chile, Latino America en la casa, en la familia, B. Likeness versus Scorpion Procs.
Two characters with some of the best mobility in the game, right?
Yeah, incredible mobility. I don't really scared play versus Raiden, teleport bro all time, but Fujin is really strong too.
Oh, no doubt.
One of the best.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, good finish.
Woo! What a pickup!
Yeah. Try to open it in the corner. Oh, match. Down two. Throw. Likeness. With the advance. Scorpion Procs. Oh, incredible anti-air. Go for the full combo. Wow. The Superman to the corner. Oh.
Needs a little more push involved.
Oh, fatal blow. Yeah. Instantly. Se soba. Fatal blow, señores. Is dead or no?
Man, oh, he's gone. He's out of there. He's out of there.
Yeah.
See ya.
It's too much. It's too much.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, anti-air, the footsies. I'm waiting for the jump in to get the anti-air. Go for the full combo to the corner. Oh, punish.
Gets
That
to the
Raiden
side.
move. That Raiden move is so good.
Interruption. Scorpion Procs trying to take the corner for himself. Way out of range. Oh my god.
Don't do that to Fujin, bro.
Right at that range right there, that was beautiful.
Oh, teleport.
See ya.
Oh, bro, I told you. Don't do troll versus the twins.
That's right. You were saying.
Suano. Okay. Scorpion Procs good right now. Good. This is Brazil versus Chile. Okay.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's go. The pressure with Fujin with the back one is very good.
Yeah, I think that was Han Rashid who came up and talked lankiness a little bit. Obviously a very strong Fujin player himself.
No, Han Rashid played Fujin, you know. He knows. He knows.
He definitely knows.
Oh,
Hey, oh, nothing.
bro,
Really fast with these teleports here.
so ready. Oh, so far away. Okay, throw. Thunders. Yeah, he needs to be careful in the spacing with that Fujin movement.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a very strong spot. Lankin is patient. Oh. Spending a bunch of resources. 25 on the clock. He needs to make something happen in a little bit at least.
oh,
Oh, no!
don't do that.
You're right!
I will not fail.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, the teleport. Wow. That one. Esta es la familia. We ran a good punish. Liking it. Go for the full combo. The Superman to the corner. Okay. Oh. Breakaway, no? Down two. Wow.
What a read. Interesting. Scorpion Procs now fully in.
Oh.
Okay. Gotta just hold this pressure. Oh, he puts himself back in.
Okay. Oh, he tried the overhead.
jump. It's a little frozen.
You know, the final blow. You just score right now. Oh, no bars.
Bar spent for lankiness.
The time.
The time.
Yeah.
He's
Oh.
in.
Final
Aye.
blow. GG.
It was a
GG
big
duo
read.
right now.
Yep, the nods from both
Scorpion
players.
Pro is on point. That reaction, he followed the teleport, you see?
Yeah.
You do teleport and Scorpion Pro is following you with the... Okay, more coach.
Yeah, Han comes up to say hello.
I'm Rashido talking to Lycanus like, take a break. I think he don't go to change the character. He play only Raiden, I think.
Raiden.
Yeah, Raiden. But a
Fujin.
little time to think about it.
Okay, I was just about to
Okay.
say we're about running up to the limit of the time. We can do this.
Lot coach.
Yeah. So, question is, what was the advice? What advice can you give to somebody to take out somebody with the reactions like this? As you've been saying, throws are tough. Maybe part of the reason for the fatal blow he was going for was just to beat somebody who was neutral ducking.
Yeah.
That, I mean, right? You need to take risks at some point.
Yeah, you need to take the rigs back. When you take the rig versus these people, it's like 99% rigs. Oh, anti-airs. No conversion. Oh, the slide. Back throw, Fujin. Scorpion Procs. Oh, no. Slide, no? Cancel the skywalk. Oh, opening. Likeness. Go for the combo to the corner with the Superman. Oh, opening. You need to block. Hard knockdown. More pressure.
Actually waking up with buttons. He was not convinced to sit still.
Oh, good punish.
No offensive bar, unfortunately, but yeah, I love that idea.
Yeah, it's really good. Oh.
Didn't expect the amplify. Had just built it, to be fair.
Fight.
Okay, let's go. Wow. Oh, it's like. What?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the read to the teleport. Go for the full combo. Scorpion Pearl is on
Too
point
far.
right now. No punish. No punish. Wow.
He did it!
He
Oh.
did it. Chip damage.
Lankiness still has not pressed another
Whoa!
button. Oh!
Two teleports into the
Oh!
Wow, really good. Go to David, two teleports. Go for the overhead crossing blow now. You want to win.
Look at that damage! 564.
Oh, chip damage to the interactive.
No more offensive bar, so push isn't gonna hurt. Push is there. Even chip!
Wow.
Aye, yes, yes.
Back once, then one.
Final round. Fight.
Match point for the Scorpion Procs. Good punish.
Looking for the break, nothing.
Oh,
All right, that would have been cool.
oh,
Again looking for a break. Again, nothing.
wow. Scorpion Pro needs to block. Okay. Space in the teleports. Tries to open in.
Out of there. Spends the defensive bar. Interruption. Yeah, okay.
He do it. No skirt.
I guess you can't be, as we said. Oh, he doesn't get the punish quite there.
No.
No!
No.
Wow, funky.
Wow, se desesperó ahí un poco. Yo, he needs to duck in and punish, but it's 2-1. Here we go.
So
Raiden.
some of it worked for Lankiness was taking the big risks. The overheads worked out, for example. That stuff in the corner worked out. So maybe that's the lesson he learned.
Yeah. Adaptation. Wow. Opening with the mid, go for the full combat. I would liking this. Really good damage.
Yeah, now no longer looking for breakaway.
Yeah. Raiden with the movement.
Oh, what a pickup.
Yeah. He go for the special damage.
Out of there.
Way dash. Oh, don't want throw. Oh.
Oh, just guessed wrong. He did react.
Chip damage. 30 seconds, 35 seconds. Oh. Oh, anti-breakaway. Good. Match point for Scorpion Pro.
SCORPIONPROCS has taken his own risks. That was an example of it.
Yeah.
Not like he's playing free of risk.
Second is with the patient. Oh, no punish. Throw. Oh, it's a frozen blow. Shit damage. Oh.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay.
Overhead. He's charging.
Took the
this time.
risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this time.
Patience now for lankiness.
Yeah.
And it's really up to SCORPIONPROCS to move where he wants. There's this throw escape.
Yeah, but Lakenis is waiting. He's waiting for the moment. Oh, punish. No confirmed. Go. Brazil versus Chile, la familia, beat. Oh, back one. Optimal combos, yeah? Yeah,
Oh, early
3-1.
kick.
Chile en la casa. La familia, yeah, chocan los puñitos, you know, Latinoamérica en la casa. SCORPIONPROCS still in the winners.
Yeah, he and his brother both still in there. So far we know that in the top 16, we have Aztec versus Nicolas. We have Perfect Shindy versus Kerbolicious. And we also will have VideoGamezYo versus SCORPIONPROCS.
Wow, the top system.
Pretty good lineup. The remainder of top 32 winners side is going to be Goatology versus Turkey, and then King Tiza versus GRR.
King Tiza.
In losers side, well, nothing's happened since we last mentioned it, so we'll keep that there. But we are continuing to move forward here on winners side.
Yeah.
Yeah, look back at this. A match.
Fire.
International and Kayla.
Elementals have
Let's go.
returned. Nah,
Round 1. Fight.
Let's go, let's go. Oh, he tried to. Oh, the slide. You need to be careful with the projectiles, you know, for this slide is so powerful. SCORPIONPROCS try to open in. Oh, I told you, so David needs to be careful with the
Yeah,
projectile.
he puts himself at that range where he can react with 4-3.
Oh, he dropped the combo. Back one. Pressure in the corner. SCORPIONPROCS.
Yeah, this Ranger here, right? He dashed up there. Okay, he's dashing away. But that Ranger he moved up to, where he can harass with that, where he could, you know, react to that right there, where he could whiff punish if Johnny overextends.
Yeah. Really good option up. Mira, yeah. Away dash. Oh, the jumping. GG.
I will not fail.
Fujin.
Round 2. Fight.
Incredible testing Fujin in this game. Oh,
Yeah.
again and again.
Right, yeah. I don't think those are predictions. I think he sees it coming out.
Good flawless block into combo. 26 to the corner. Oh, the sweep. The back throw. SCORPIONPROCS. Bound one. Back one. The projectile slide. Oh, man. The way dash.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's hard for
I'll go
Johnny.
back. I'll go back. I win.
Johnny, fantastic footsie buttons, but he needs to know where his opponent is, or else he's going to overcommit with big buttons. Like,
Oh.
there's VideoGamezYo doing exactly what he needs to do. He's got that corner.
You say you do too much way dash, I go to punish. Oh. Okay, okay. Bend. Way dash. We got to pull with the comeback.
Okay, a little punish.
Yeah.
I think SCORPIONPROCS will probably take that.
The
18
time.
on the clock. 13 on the clock. VGY running out of time.
Oh, no.
He takes it.
Close frames. He wants to win with the time.
No.
Oh, down two. Yo, bro. Really powerful.
We've seen that time and again, that in situations like that,
Wow.
he and his brother are just comfortable playing patiently, reactively,
Yeah.
and it works out great.
Yeah.
Not easy, obviously, to do.
It's not easy.
To have the reactions necessary, to have the predictions necessary, and then to actually execute. Very difficult to do.
Fujin.
It's very difficult.
Johnny
So
Cage.
difficult. Oh, it's still Johnny Cage. Incredible match. Scorpion Bros versus VideoGamezYo. International Mortal Kombat 11. Combo Breaker. So shout out to all the sponsors
Tank Garage
in
Bunker.
this tournament. And, you know, he need to stop do the sunning with Johnny, you know, for the slide. He stopped doing, but every time he do it, Scorpion Pro react with the slide.
Fight.
And with the Fuji movement that bring you back, bring you to him, that movement,
Yep.
it's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, VideoGamezYo, start strong. That one. Oh, try the slide, no, this time. No, VideoGamezYo more aggressive in the chain of the preparation with the different projectile. Is good for him right now. Yeah, different projectile.
Yep, yep.
Oh,
Underneath.
4. Yeah. Ooh. Scorpion
Right,
Bros.
backs up, no! Scorpion Procs right back in!
Let's go, it's in the corner. Okay, forward throw. Go for the comeback.
He's working on it right now. Still no defensive bars. Not punch.
Oh! Oh, wow. Good. Really good.
Round
No está en su contrato, dice.
Fight.
Vamos a esto, señores. VideoGamezYo, more powerful in this round. Play really good with the variation. Oh, the projectiles, pressure in the corner. Oh, forward throw, no. Yeah, it's different, this projectile, bro. He can sun it.
Defense. Yo, he's lost. Wow. That is super sick.
Oh. Oh, flawless block to the projectiles. Forward throw.
It's the approach here for Scorpion Procs. Tries it.
Yo, flawless block. Wow, VideoGamezYo too powerful this time, Ultra David. The chain of differentiation is on point.
Not quite there for the punish. VGY though scheming in the corner. Oh, too early.
Yeah. GG's.
Okay.
Go to restart for Fujin or go to chain to Cabal or something. I don't know.
We will see.
No,
Oh,
still Fujin, yeah. Wow.
VGY try to get out of there. And Scorpion Procs. Man, what a corner carry. Just like that, he's got pressure here.
Oh man, he tried to join, but VideoGamezYo say no. Where you go? Where you go? Where you go? Oh, the back jump, Ultra David.
Big opportunity that was. VGY out of the corner.
No. Say no. Say no. Oh,
Close, he blocked the time!
No, this time. Wow, VideoGamezYo, people. So strong.
Round 2. Fight.
And he tried to meet the opponent in the sky, now Scorpion Procs knew.
Oh, wow.
Whip punish, what
Yeah.
range? Just in the same way that the first round Scorpion Procs was whip punishing Johnny, now look at this.
Yeah. Let's go, way dash. Try to put some pressure. Oh, he's right down too, David. Okay, okay. Oopsies. Oh.
Okay, a little bit of damage.
No. He say no. Okay, punish. Oh, wake up. Tries to open it.
His mix-up on whether to amplify or not has been killer as well. Interruption, stealing a turn. Same idea. Hold on.
No, bottom blow right now.
All of them. Flawless Buckle get a time. VGY's way far away. 14 on the clock. Can he chase down one of the fastest characters in the game in 10 seconds full screen? He's trying.
Oh!
Oh!
Is that?
Maybe life lead. Hold on, so close.
1.
That got it.
Go!
Barely, but
Wow.
enough.
Why is Scorpion Pro try to win with the time this whole time? I don't know.
I'm not sure why he woke up with anything there either. He had been flawless blocking all of those.
Wow. The coaching of the brothers right now. Oh my God. Yo, one of the twins go to the loser? I don't know.
Yeah.
Cabal, yeah.
Okay, he is going to make that switch.
Yeah, but need to be careful with Cabal in the air with the Johnny K projectile.
That's right. That's
For
right.
me, it's still difficult, huh? It's not easy. It's not easy.
We'll see how he handles it. 2 games to 1. VideoGamezYo up.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, try to open it. VideoGamezYo with the anti-airs. I told you, have the anti-air with the Choryu and have the, the projectile. Okay, go to the corner. Scorpion Pro with the hard knockdown. Try to open it, good defense. Now one Choryu. Oh, good throw.
Yeah, back to maybe a more comfortable range here for VGY.
Oh, wow, man.
Hey, we've been talking of SCORPIONPROC's reactions and throws, but look at VGY so far.
Yeah, VideoGamezYo is on point right now with all the throw edge. We got to avoid the projectile. Try to open it, no, neutral jump. Oh,
Hey.
oh, no convert. Man.
Man, that is amazing right there. SCORPIONPROCs.
Down to
Not
go.
enough.
Go, flawless dog, the jump. The jumping kid. Okay, good round.
Round 2. Fight.
VideoGamezYo Console Gaming League versus TopSieteGames right now. Oh, down 4. Oh.
Hoping for the approach.
Oh.
Again, show you.
Julio, yeah. No putting in the corner. Yo, VideoGamezYo have an incredible defense.
Yeah, looking really strong on that front right
Yeah,
now.
that defense is really strong.
Not
No,
giving
it's
up
just
on-
opening. It's not easy.
Oh, nothing there.
Oh.
VGY has a chance, a little bit of damage at least, 100. He backs off.
Oh.
Right back in.
Yeah. Spend the bar. I told you, this defense is incredible, Ultra David.
You're right, and he is in big part because of it
Yeah.
at match point.
Match point, yeah.
Fight.
Try to send Scorpion Proc to the losers. VideoGamezYo. Oh, flawless block.
SCORPIONPROCs moving in.
Oh, no anti-breakaway.
Yeah, the defensive bars are gone now, though.
No punish. Oh, the Johnny K projectile is really good versus Johnny. Versus Cabal. Oh,
Big
yes.
chance here for
Chance, big
SCORPIONPROCs.
Okay, cool.
Oh, out of there. DGY whiffing, and nothing done by SCORPIONPROCS. He's in.
Wow. Oh my god. He tried
Oh,
to
he got the hit. Yeah.
Yo, full combo. Careful in this corner, down one. Oh, throw, no.
Fatal's back. He's here.
He's in the corner. He don't do the earth to cross the
Oh,
other side.
again!
Bro, what's going on?
Patience here, even Chip's a problem. Grab again! He reacted but guessed wrong. Look at the time. It's
time
only
again.
5.
Yeah.
It's only 4. It's not going to happen here. He knows it. He's just going to wait for the next game.
Wow.
Going down to the final game between these two.
What's going on today with the time?
Players are taking it slow, man.
Wow. Wow.
Cabal wins.
Okay, Sutu again, number 5.
Round 1.
Oh, still Johnny Cage.
Fight.
Same variation. No change.
2 of the best in the world here.
Yeah.
2-2. DGY from the UK. We got SCORPIONPROCS from Chile. Trying to join his brother in winner's side top 8.
Yeah. Try hard. It's a hard work right now to be in the top 8 winners in this tournament. Try to open it. Oh. Pocket. Projectile. Yeah. Okay. Go for the anti-breakaway in the first round. Yeah, he needs the damage. Oh, throw. See, still in the corner.
Little interruption. Trying to take his turn as VGY.
Signing game. Big guy to put with the final blow, you know? The final blow canceled. That combat system of Johnny Cage is so strong. Oh, another throw.
Yeah. And VideoGamezYo is in big trouble.
Oh.
It's tech. Put it on. Yeah, okay, it's match point just like that from SCORPIONPROCS. The switch from Fujin over to Cabal has been a big deal.
Yeah, really big deal.
Round 2.
He needed a change. You know, he played really powerful with Fujin in the first one, but the change, the operation change from VideoGamezYo is so different versus Fujin. Okay, here we go. Projectile, SCORPIONPROCS, Chile versus VideoGamezYo, CGL, TopSieteGames, combo breaker. Oh, no. Oh, win the earth to earth, go for the full combo. Down one. Okay. Oh, wake up projectiles.
Beautiful juggle.
Oh,
Oh!
flawless block. Oh, punish. Oh, SCORPIONPROCS needs to block. Be careful.
VGY making it happen. Still no offensive bar. There we go.
Be careful. Final blow.
Backing out of Johnny's range.
Yeah, but only a punish and final blow and GG's. Oh, GG's.
Okay, what else could it be?
Final
between
round,
these two?
incredible match.
Final round.
Bro, I don't know what's going on. Wow. No.
Tech! VideoGamezYo. Those projectiles have been so important. He backs off to where his footsies are still there, his projectiles are there.
Oh, that defense is incredible.
Hey!
Oh, opening. Flawless block.
Set up, he's in. And now that SCORPIONPROCS has the life lead, it's a little bit less intense, backing off slightly here. Trades are fine at this point for him. This is what we saw before, flawless block each time.
Yeah, but be careful, he's in the corner right now.
That's true, he's walked back in there, he's in the corner. Fatal blow now on deck. Johnny Cage even more powerful than before. 30 on the clock.
He's in the corner, and Johnny Cage have the paddle canceled.
Oh yeah.
Oh, drop.
Grab from SCORPIONPROCS. Is this corner now? No, he's out.
Oh, throw, no.
You
No.
can't do it.
Oh, punish. Oh, be careful, 10 seconds. 9, 8,
He knew it. He knew it.
GG's,
There were
GG's.
not many good options right there for
Wow.
BGY.
Wow, what a match. Ultra Davey.
Scorpion
Bro.
Procs knew.
Wow, top 8 winner.
Top 8 winners for Scorpion Procs. BGY, VideoGamezYo. Fantastic performance.
GRR, I mean, such a rock-solid brick wall of a playstyle, always. But also unpredictable. We'll do a down 2 here and there. We'll get a couple of down 1s in.
And I've had a lot of conversations with him, and I've seen the development over the last, I'd say, year at least, where he's starting to use that command grab more and use that mid-command grab threat as a weapon. So he has that duplicitous edge of being a deadly threat up close and a deadly threat afar. He's already off to a good start. As he's got him to the corner, this is so scary.
Now, this is something we're going to see a lot. Flawless block. The twins in particular have been using so many of these flawless blocks in positions where you just shut down and jump in. Oh my god! And a sand trap!
That was disgusting. GRR using the that no one else does. And look at this damage. He's gonna KB? No. Get him the better spikes. He's using better spikes. GRR is? No way. He's not stoning. He's a bruiser today.
I love the choice though. Why go for the KB when you can just keep them in the corner? Fujin would probably much rather be mid-screen.
Oh, the
good
town.
lord.
He gets annihilated by the tornado.
Our man took to the skies as the winds god chow.
Imagine pressing a button and getting sucked towards the sky. And it's... Okay.
Ackerman, 14 seconds on the clock. There's the amplify though. We said it though. Ackerman, nothing is left on the table with the twins. Anything that can be max damage, no matter how full the hit is. But hang on a minute. Quick sec. This is starting to cause a little bit of a trouble here for Fujin. I wonder how often we'll see that.
Yeah, as most of the mobility from Fujin is going to rely on either wave dashing or special moves. I mean, special moves are going to do a decent job. Normals are the best way through them. That's why you see, oh my goodness, the likes of Turkey was able to get through them pretty well with the advanced with normals. I don't know. GRR about to get put into jail here. It's going to be a walk back. No, not afraid to press button. Oh, if he would have gone beyond that, we would have seen a whole completely different story. But he baits it down to a GRR. He said he wasn't afraid to press it here late. And he's going to have to get risky with this health deficit.
Instant jump in, goes for a late jump kick just in case GRR is maybe going to go for a flawless block or something similar. But any amount of chip damage is going to be a real pain from this point on. Oh, puts him in the corner, and with the way things are going, probably going to be a first whiff punish. All right, no, grab him.
Okay, just gonna cash out. That reminded me of Indiana Jones, where the guy was just swinging a sword for 10 minutes and then he just shot him. That's what GRR just did. He's like, okay, you're doing all this dancing? Watch them whiff and punish him. And big damage on that 40%. We saw a comeback happen just a few matches ago, where a real life comeback happened off the start of using a fatal blow early on, and the pressure's applied now. Oh, Shadogi with the throw, and that's a strike throw setup every time for Geras. And Scorpion Procs says, I'm not falling for that today. It's a 1-0 lead. And even on the victory, Nicolas is saying, man, you gotta clean it up. You gotta clean it up. It's not good enough.
You didn't win hard enough.
That's crazy.
But
That's a brother, though. That's a teammate.
Oh, absolutely. There's just something about twins in the fighting game scene that just have that advantage.
He actually didn't even need to go up on stage to tell him that. That's what's really crazy.
You know, that telepathic?
Oh, yeah. I believe it. We saw it on display yesterday. You and Mustard had a connection.
We did? He couldn't hear me, but he could definitely hear me.
Yeah, but he could hear you. I believe it. I believe.
So from this position, GRR, the kind of player that is absolutely not shy of taking that time. And that really is all there is to it.
I mean, he does personify the character that he plays. Time is not of the essence when it comes to this man, this immortal sand being.
I mean, you're not going to find GRR on tilt. He makes an incredible amount of reverse 3-0s in tournament. Something about that temperament, which I think will go a long way playing a character like this, because Geras has a lot of tools to fight almost all of the time. You just need to, well, as generic as it sounds, you have to adapt how your opponent's playing, but catches the breakaway. And Scorpion is getting a really good start here. Does drop the combo though.
I mean, just the way that started is, that's going to be a huge confirmation. The fact that he's down 3-ing and checking his Scorpion Procs, not a lot of people in North America check after that down 3 because it has such quick recovery, and that's huge in this matchup. It's not letting GRR get away with that type of murder. There it is right there. See, and he did. I lied right to your face. I was ready for it.
And hit.
The judo jump.
A lot of plus frames on that. And GRR using those plus frames to try and restrict the movement, but that Skywalk says, you know what, mate? Nah. I'd like to get out of here.
Another wake up down 2. Gonna slam him. And wham him. That sounded kind of weird. 138. Now throw king killed. This is super scary. No! End of the string. You didn't get shimmied under.
He must have expected him to stagger it. He must have expected to stagger, but no one home today. Go back to the corner. Gonna do everything he can to fight his way out. Sticks out that mid, the quicksand. Anything we can do to shut down his movement has to be done, but not every move gets affected by it.
What? He's swinging big here already. First feeling that pressure. So he's going to take a ride back to this corner. Late breakaway. Plus decent damage was done, and SCORPIONPROCS still pressing these buttons. Can he escape? SCORPIONPROCS put himself there, but still has the turn and steals it with that down one in the recovery of the Cyclone. Push him away. Says, get away from me. The knee. Doesn't use it an awful lot like other gears. They like to abuse that 4-3 GRR. Really just abuses that 6-framer of a down 1, baby. But not going to be a factor because Fujin's rarely in that range here. Takes the breath from this man. And back to full screen you go.
Flawless blocking and jumping, one of the #1 ways to just really screw with your opponent's landing on the button you press to it down 1. I mean, that was just a confident decision to make.
He just knew GRR was ready for the counter. But he could feel the hesitation on his opponent's side as he's a single hit. We're taking a 2-0 lead, and these brothers are we going to see these Chileans just 3-0 their way into winners finals like this? Are they really just styling on us at this point?
Here's the concerning thing, Aquaman, is that at CEO, they kind of took everyone by surprise. If you'd seen stuff like the TopSieteGames, there's a lot of streams, they do a lot of tournaments, you would have seen those players back then, right? But if you hadn't watched any of that content,
you would have no idea.
And you had no idea what was coming. In this position, there's no more surprises. We've gone into Combo Breaker knowing how good they are. Players are going to do everything they can to prepare, but here's the thing. These two players are not so phenomenally good because of unknown tech or unknown characters or variations. They play some of the highest used characters. They play Cabal, they play Fujin, they play other characters as well.
Kodokan, who has been really popular here today.
It's
and we
just that they play them and the game so perfectly that you just have to play at your 100%, otherwise you will not win.
Character almost doesn't matter too, because you guys have only seen quite a few characters on a tournament level like this offline. But when they fight offline, they could random select and get to where they are.
It's insane how talented these players are so far. GRR really doing everything he can to put up some kind of fight. And hang on a minute. Breakaway important to shut down. Any kind of potential KB that would have happened there, especially from Gyrus.
Beautiful wave dash to that. Hold on a second.
Come on, what? Uh-oh, give me the leg.
Oh, no. Oh, that hurts every time. Oh, I'm getting old.
It's one of the highest damage KBs as well. Like, that is one of the strongest KBs in the game.
Raw. Another throw. That's SCORPIONPROCS wave dash. Some pressure, no Oki off that forward. What an anti-air from GRR. Hard to convert off a 2 with Gears with a stand 1. Hey, he's making execution. Look, easy, and that's an optimal cash out in this variation. Oh, maybe saving the bar for launcher. He needs one more hit. GRR, we're gonna stay alive. Whips the command grab going as far as possible. It does lunge forward.
Oh, the bait! That was a bait 1000%. Wow. Make him think you've whiffed it. Commit to the second hit.
Would you have pressed?
I would have pressed. No, Fujin never finishes that string.
I got smoked.
Worth mentioning, though, that GRR has gone for a variation change. He's not using better spikes now. He has got that universal command grab. He hasn't had a chance to mix yet.
And he's got some of the most tick throws off of it. Even the stand 2 that GRR likes to establish 2-4 an awful lot can tick throw off of that. Stand 1, down 4. Yeet.
There we go.
4-2, which is almost close to
yes, max range. Give it to me.
One of the best looking KBs in this game. Ooh, that regular gauntlet, another one. What a sickest animations for a command grab ever.
We're going to have to see if GRR can keep this momentum up, though, because Scorpion immediately changing on. You want momentum? Let me just flawless block that jump in, yeah? Shut down any momentum you had.
Against, I don't know, one of the best jumping characters in the entire game. Burning the time of the clone, and not the last second, GRR able to still explode for some plus frames. Time to guess. And with this variation, every 4-2 can be a 50-50 as well in the command grab.
Oh! That is an unfortunate situation. SCORPIONPROCS going in for a reset, side switching to make sure that GRR's back to the corner is exactly what he needs right now. keeping that max distance. He's not going to have to deal with that sand clone at all. And he can grab. Now, hang on, Aquaman. 13 seconds on the clock. Not needed. Give me the round.
Caught SCORPIONPROCS pressing buttons with a meaty down 3. Of all things, maybe I'd like to see him implement a little more tick throws. It looks like SCORPIONPROCS is just holding the pressure right now, off of the stand twos, the forward twos, and those raw command grabs are already getting killed right now. Just whipping them. Oh, not this one. Boom! Right to the face. Did you see him stand his ground for a moment and then he missed the anti-air? That Sistine Chapel reach of a jump on that Fujin has.
Pretty sure he was looking for a down 2 there, but no one home. The back one confirmed Scorpion optimals. We'll just get a nice little bit of damage, no down 2, but you know what, 31%, we'll still take that.
That's still not bad. The flawless block, but flawless block the second. Oh no, the one tick throw he went for. But you know, SCORPIONPROCS had that buffered in. Those dive kicks are huge. Whoa. Those clones. Good movement by SCORPIONPROCS. Those just get away from them. They're not going to be the biggest threat. Just got to look for Ger's teleport, look for the plus frames. Now he pushes them. He's building that space. He's building that space really well and knows that he can simply out-normal Gears at that range. Oh,
perfect read, and the armor break's gonna reset the damage too. Big trouble now is lots of work left to go. Yes, he's got some resources, but no!
The reaction from SCORPIONPROCS, he saw the clone manifest live. He's in the frames. He's a frame walker. He's inside the matrix. He's reading the code, man.
That wouldn't be the first time he did that either. He was jumping and reacting to sand trap, to quicksand. How can players so young be so talented? Because this isn't just the talent.
I mean, I was going to say something, but it's a little savage.
The talent that we're seeing here.
Because they have the time to.
That's a discussion for another day. You know, we get washed up because we do have more responsibilities. My point, though, is that when you're this kind of player, they're playing so well. In the sense that this is perfect gameplay. They're not abusing any cheap characters. They're not doing this or using this, that, or this, that. Stuff that people might discredit.
Yeah.
You know, if you were looking to do the thing many like to do and discredit a win, you're looking at the way the two being one of many.
So this is CEO Grand Champion going up against Rewind in Mortal Kombat 11 Losers Finals. The other Chilean brother. Chillin' in Grand Finals.
You know what this is? You know when you play Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and you beat Moloch, you then have to fight Quan Chi and then Shang Tsung? Oh no, I think it's the other way around. Basically, you have to fight the Deadly Alliance.
The Deadly Alliance,
final bosses, and you have to fight them one at a time. Rewind has just defeated Moloch, and now he's in the final 2 fights of the arcade.
He's in the end game now.
We must act now. They will be unstoppable. We must stop this deadly alliance.
Can we get an intro where people die, by the way, back in Mortal Kombat? I want to load up the game and watch someone get murdered.
Bro, I think you need to see a therapist, let alone play the game.
I mean that's what made Deadly Alliance so cool, was that intro video.
Liu Kang is dead.
What,
you know what? Johnny Cage has been picked versus the Cabal, so not a bad choice.
Doesn't mean they're any good.
Round 1. Fight.
Now, I will only assume that Rewind did go in with some of the arcing force balls, but already starting things off strong.
We saw that was effective when it was SCORPIONPROCS versus VideoGamezYo in an absolute classic. Those arcing projectiles were able to stop the aerial advancement of Cabal quite well. And we see more Cyrax in the back, just going to become another bot in the stage later, buddy.
Oh, that whip punish.
My goodness.
That whip punish made me feel a certain way.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. It was great.
Yeah, let's say, was it a good feeling at least?
Yeah.
Then you got your money's worth. 4-2. We proved the flawless block. Every single stagger of Cabal can lead to that situation. That's what's so scary about the character. 1, 4-2, back 1, every single stagger. 4-2 as well. Just safety for Rewind. Oh, nice interruption, back 3. And that's a spot to interrupt both forward and back 3 from SCORPIONPROCS, knowing the space and what button to press to interrupt every single option. Smart start from SCORPIONPROCS.
Comfortable first round.
Woo!
There's the instant air to air, though. I mean, that was half read, half reaction, it felt like. But Rewind, know your enemy. Looking for a flawless block. That's what the short off was, though. SCORPIONPROCS able to knock him out a bit. Rewind off to a pretty decent start in this next round, though. The knockdown of that buzzsaw is going to cause a little bit of bother as now it pushes forward. That back one doesn't quite hit its mark, But we're just trading. My turn, your turn. My turn, your turn. Rinse and repeat for that.
And I love that you see Rewind, or anytime, oh my goodness, that sniped him out of the sky. He tries to close that gap immediately. He's trying to fight SCORPIONPROCS up in his face. He says, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna beat me up close and make some hard reads. That forward 2 just ate a button from Johnny Cage. And the breakaway comes late, but you still ate 300 damage. A third of your life is gone, and then you spent meter.
And it's a scary time to be in this position. 340 health left. Oh, the counter poke up 2. Rewind scouts it out, but just doesn't have a lot to work with there.
This is the level that we're at, where he said, I'm going to bet on him being godlike. That's where we're at right now. Patience from SCORPIONPROCS to the way at the fatal blow cancel. And now he's got about 7 seconds left to do some damage. We have to worry about that again. It's not even going to matter. And on the amplification should be all she wrote. That's the armor break. No defensive worry about it anyway. And SCORPIONPROCS looking a little different in that second round. Rewind making some good aggressive reads. Even right there, looking for the Rising Star. Great anti-air on the approach from Cabals as well. I think he took some notes from that VGY matchup earlier.
It could very well have influenced why Johnny Cage was picked in the first place. And there's one thing that Rewind is putting forward here, that word's confidence. Rewind is always confident. His character choices, the decisions that he makes, he's going for things like instant jump-in, preemptive reads, and they're working out. Guess what? Because he believes in his decision.
Yeah, and those are bold beliefs because they're going to leave you in a really negative situation. It's not, oh, you aren't going to air that bad boy from that range. That's for sure. You send those hooks. SCORPIONPROCS, you know, it's crazy how different Cabal can be if he's doing jump ones, if he's doing jump kicks, or the jump one that has such a big horizontal hitbox to it. Look at these staggers, both of them. Making reads just single pokes right now. These two are fighting up close, throwing jabs, and wait for a couple of haymakers to come.
That anti-air was so crisp. But Rewind has a lot more work to do. SCORPIONPROCS, full bars of meter, and actually so much of this is going to be unbreakable too. Anything into Nomad Dash, standing 4, the spin, amplifier. I mean, if Rewind gets hit now, he's pretty much done. Ooh. Especially now the grab hit its mark.
Full screen, steps back. Nice lost block by Rewind to avoid some of the frames there. The micro death from SCORPIONPROCS gonna take him. Wow.
But it was a hard fought first game.
It was. Rewind thinking. I think I heard character select.
Round
No,
one.
we're immediately back in. And something I saw SCORPIONPROCS bring to the table.
Oh, not again! That's how the first game started.
But had some really good damage to start. Is if you remember against VGY, he was waking up down 1 an absurd amount. And he's already kind of established that here against Rewind because that's going to stop that kind of 1-2 pressure early on. Right there, he probably even tried it.
I love that though because Rewind is well aware and he's timing it so the 2 comes out right as the wake up takes place.
And that is, as we say, the mix.
That is the mix. Adaptation, good friend. Then SCORPIONPROCS, side switch,
Woo, the triple jump kick. Again, you were mentioning during the break that we just see them do things differently from everyone else. In that same situation, every other Cabal that we saw this tournament, Beautiful Rising Star, has ended it in kind of that conventional combo, whereas these guys are just super optimal just because they are.
An armor break hits its mark though, Aquaman. You are bang on the money though. It's just so unusual to me how they're playing all these, you know, rather popular characters, and they're doing stuff that we don't see from other players. It is that level of optimization that makes them such a threat. And again, Rewind, happy to let this go. It was such a safe bet that the armor breaker was coming. Just hold the less combo damage.
His throw.
Escape failed. Not that it matters against Cage.
Ooh, ended it. I think Rewind reacted to the whiff, but that last hit coming in time. That's kind of an awkward situation to be in. There's a triple bomb behind him. Has the resources if he wants to try to armor it.
That delayed forward 2-2. Really often doesn't really get stuck out with the intention of it hitting, I feel. It never hits, but it does create a weird down 1 situation.
Yeah, because he's going to be, what, 0, -1? And that was baited, hook, line, and sinker from Rewind.
I can only assume that because it was so obvious and the defense up until that point had been so rock solid, that was the play. There's no way you're ready for this because I've been blocking everything up until this point, but Rewind will be ready for it. There's a pickup. Oh my lord! And that wasn't just doing the jump in option select, that was a conversion for even more damage. This is what I'm talking about.
This is the most throws I've seen Tech ever in a single bracket. I mean, start to end. People are reacting better. That was a big swing of the net. Woo! And even here, just the pace that they're playing at every single button, there's so many mind games behind it. And the fact that on top of it, they're still looking for flawless blocks, throws, which are still huge risks of their own in a micro duck OS meta. They got some big balls. First few projectiles that we've seen from Rewind, I feel like all set long too. He's been afraid. One wrong projectile, and Cabal might be coming in hot from the skies. Ready to make it rain hellfire.
Eyeing up the fact that SCORPIONPROCS is sitting pretty with 2 bars of meter, both offense and defense. Now Rewind has defended so much that he has been given Fatal Blow, and that might be the skeleton key to success. Unfortunately, with that grab, things get a little bit more worrisome. Only 7% left to go. 15 seconds on the clock. This is SCORPIONPROCS' situation.
We're going to bait the movement forward with those whiff jump ones. Oh, not falling for it whatsoever, and now there's no amount of damage that you can do in time, and running out of it is Rewind in game number 2. SCORPIONPROCS looking to face his brother once more in Grand Finals. He's a game away. Rewind, America's last hope. Can he do it? He needs a reverse 3-0. Nicolas still on a win. Says, hey man, clean it up. He's telling his brother that. Are you kidding me? He's still giving advice.
He's telling his brother, yo, you blocked for like 95% of the offense. It's unacceptable. I think you need to block 100%.
He's like, hey,
Cabal.
back in the first round,
Johnny
you
Cage.
dropped this one thing. Tighten it up, man.
Otherwise,
Tighten it up.
we're not going home together.
Could you imagine if Nicolas came up on stage and just, that wasn't advice, he just talked smack to his brother? He's like, I'm going to body you in Grand Finals. You know that, right?
Hope you're ready. Hope you're ready, bro.
Job's a job.
But on a more serious note, looks like we've gone back into the Johnny Cage. The Johnny Cage did definitely fare a lot better.
Yes. But will he bring the arcing projectile? Because he had the straight projectile that wasn't effective at all.
Yes. But
The Rising Star was, the guaranteed or the Armor Breaker was, you know, again, I say that with guaranteed damage.
Fight.
I'm thinking so hard, just the sheer level of defense that we've seen from SCORPIONPROCS in this set. That's been the decider. The tech throws, the risk calculation on defense as well, knowing when to take this and hold that. The decision making is absolutely keeping him going. We'll just take the KB. Go on then, may as well spend it.
He just got Rewind pressing after his down one on block. He's going to pay the price for it. Goes back to mid-screen, and an awkward situation of a instant whiff jump normal from him after the knockdown. Gets Rewind. A wonderful situation after the knockdown was going to be just down one. But the flawless block completely stole Rewind's momentum there again.
Using the flawless block and then doing the deepest of deep jumping kicks. Or if you want to flawless block me, you have to be ready for that exact one. Yeah. That was a classic 90s anti-air, that one.
Oh, yeah.
Round 2.
It just looks
Fight.
good. Try to stop those approaches. That's what those down fours at those ranges are for. It's about interrupting the forward 3, the back 3, forward 4 that I've been seeing a lot of people utilize recently.
Damn, I'm good.
Damn, he's good. That's such a clean in. We like to call that the miracle jump in. Getting over those annoying aerial projectiles into those full combos, nothing feels better. He's gonna yeet him. Get out of my bar.
It's fairly obvious that this change to Johnny Cage has been really good so far. That was a reactionary instant jump in, and it's given Rewind so much breathing space.
I don't know what he thought about during the break, his little breather right there, but he came back a new player.
Now,
Back to the corner.
we're talking about it as if this game is over. There is still a chance here for SCORPIONPROCS to make the comeback, and it could even go into that match point. But, oh no, the forward 2 hits its mark, and he knows Rewind's not going to break. He makes the perfect call,
No.
and now he can't get hit. If Scorpion touches you, it's fatal blow territory, and that's where Cabal wants to be. The staggers, Rewind just doesn't want to press anything.
Oh, it was
punished!
Solid defense, it pays off. All of that blocking when if you breathe wrong, you die.
Round 1. Fight.
Sensational.
That was so close to being a match point situation. Rewind finds a way. The flawless block, the down 2 just in case you want to break as well. I mean, this is what, if you're American and you're watching this show, this is what you want. You don't want it to be a 3-0. You want Rewind to win, and you want Rewind to be in Grand Finals.
Here's 2 more games, and this momentum is looking solid. Woo! The entire crowd just let the same exact wow.
He gave himself so much extra velocity to make that nut punch even more painful. Flying from the sky.
This is ridiculous.
Stop the jumping!
Line is coming to life here at Combo Breaker, and so is the crowd behind him.
And the USA chants,
They've
bro.
already begun.
I have not heard the USA chants
Not for
in
NRS.
3 years from NRS. I welcome it back. However, SCORPIONPROCS is going to shut up a lot of people if he takes this win.
Oh no, looks like the momentum. Back on SCORPIONPROCS' side of the field. That's a lot of damage. 342, just another day at the office for the speedster from the Black Dragon. Throw. And you know what? With this health lead, you just take that throw almost every time in that situation. It's the less of two evils. Needs another one though. Now it's adding up. And the fatal blow cancel will be coming back in about 2 seconds. Oh, look.
Ooh.
It's already back. Oh, we're cooking. And Rewind needs to close the gap. He's got a lot of damage available.
It's going to be so important to flawless block those jump kicks just to prevent the ability to use the slight gas. Oh,
Nearly on this lock.
something to punish there at command, but no one home. Scorpion does try and tech at the last minute, but can't get it.
Uh-oh, he'll have one more fatal blow cancel too. Just came back. I'm worried. And here it comes. Needed the damage, and now Rewind is chipped away at, what, 70% of the health bar conventionally, and now he's got a little bit of health. The X-Factor knows to read, and the throw is going to kill, and we're going to a game number 5. What did we just witness? What in the comeback just happened?
I'm going to give you a very important talking point, Aquaman. Rewind has been in this tournament zone for many, many years. The Twins, they are of the younger generation. I don't think they have anywhere near as much experience in this situation. Your opponent's making a comeback. The crowd won't shut the hell up. What do you do?
And the momentum, you already see Rewind. That first read of the Rising Star almost putting SCORPIONPROCS in his place. But we still have a nice little scramble here that has been the neutral between these two. The quick checks, maybe an input error right there. The throw, gonna do the spinaroonie.
This is an important test for SCORPIONPROCS. This test in particular, where one of America's best is on the verge of making a comeback against you in the home turf at a major tournament where everyone is cheering on your opponent and they want you to lose. If SCORPIONPROCS can conquer these circumstances right now, genuinely sky's the limit. I do not know where we go from here, but Rewind, still, there's a chance to work with.
We talked about it that long, what feels like a long time ago now, what Rewind needed. And he walked up, I think he was trying to flawless block that. I see a lot of people trying to walk up into the flawless block and in range for an up 2 to potentially hit. And Rewind needs a miracle now. Fatal blows don't play. And the cancel, we've seen comebacks happen masterfully with that. He just hasn't found the hits into the fatal blow cancel quite yet. And look at the respect that Procs was giving him.
I mean, 10 seconds on the clock. You got to grab me a lot more, mate.
Oh, he was ready for the tech, and now no damage can be done. SCORPIONPROCS was even ready for that, and that is one of the hardest things to block in that situation. What? He blocked it all! He blocked it all! Defense might win championships sometimes.
Well, the match point for SCORPIONPROCS will continue. 1 round away from getting the run back against his beloved twin brother. However, Rewind, 2 rounds to do the exact same thing and get maybe a double kill here in the tournament. The release block tech and the armor break. Gonna slam it down and take the damage.
Goes for the broken back of Johnny Cage there, whiffs the throw. Everyone's gonna big damage, no armor break. And what another wake up down from SCORPIONPROCS. He is so disrespectful to Johnny Cage. And without defensive bar, this is a whole lot of damage.
1 last chance potentially for Rewind. There's the whiff punish, and there's the throwing shades. Will the comeback begin here? Go in for the bar, spend it, and finish things up with 48%. Rewind has 1 more opportunity here. No, that will do it!
SCORPIONPROCS with the read of reads towards the end. It was down to 1, and Latin America has erupted here at Combo Breaker. It's going to be Chile versus Chile in grand finals. It's the Twins. It's CEO all over again. But how many game 5s did they both have to go through? How many close matches? And this was us, guys. What was said after CEO cannot be said after today.
Nope. Any kind of excuse about this player, that player. Rewind was a rather prominent one that was brought up. And clearly, we have the same grand finals.
Yep.
And if you are the 2 brothers,
Season 4, it takes place perfectly between Combo Breaker and EVO. Sign up, it starts next week, it ends the weekend before EVO. If you want that practice in, we got you covered.
But it looks like we're starting off this grand finals of the legendary in the making. Brothers of Nicolas and SCORPIONPROCS. Nicolas on the winner's side, so winning this 1-3 out of 5, that's it. That'll be the end of the tournament. Nicolas going in with Fujin as well.
And notice that
SCORPIONPROCS
in that they run back in grand finals, we see two completely different characters from both to get started. SCORPIONPROCS looking to take a page out of the book of Rewind and snap the backs of his opponents with the lumbar checks. And he's bullying him. Ooh, he's ready for the flawless blocks though. Now we're gonna see that mind game develop between the two. Not afraid to check right there either and take his turn. Woo! Nice little cheeky instant jump board in that combo. Wow.
Even if that did, oh my lord, the whole string went over. Can't really say I've seen that all that much before. So SCORPIONPROCS, this is a good start to be in, as I say. Oh, breaker, that's the end of the round. You're dead.
GG's.
You are dead.
Round
one
one
for Nicolas.
Look at this damage. He died before that hit. Wow. Such a late breakaway attempt by SCORPIONPROCS is going to be. Talk about threading needles.
That could have been KB. A lot of players would have gone for the counter hit KB there, but the important thing was sacrificing a little bit of damage for the corner position. So much more important. There's the KB though, working on a flawless victory. And okay, we're starting to see that string a little bit more now, but clearly a bit more burst in it. Here comes the knowledge walk in. The knowledge. Oh my god.
The knowledge on both because everyone's gotten hit by that cheeky 7 string. That's a big damage. Going for the gut. Right to the face. One more kick. Oh, this is just abusive. One more mix-up, though. SCORPIONPROCS has him down to 165. Lumbar check. Didn't have the bar to kill, though. Screen chip. No. I'm scared. Nicolas can still do this. Flawless blocks to avoid the chip. 10-21. Look out for the 4-3. We've seen it go under in this matchup earlier. Push back the win push. 49-81. Flawless blocks to avoid it again. 1 health remaining. Is it going to chip? No! Double 1 HP. Double 1 HP between the twins.
I cannot recall the last time I saw that situation before, but when twins play fighting games, I guess that kind of thing just happens. But now look, 1 round apiece. The punish on the bio core. Not a lot of damage, but hey, anything's better than nothing in that situation. Plus frames to begin. Scorpion. What? Challenging the plus frames?
Maybe he's missing out on a down one right there, but that unconventional raw lighter, I've seen a couple of times from SCORPIONPROCS already. And is this our first maybe glimpse at him seeing, I don't know, maybe a little bit of execution error because he's gone through 17 different characters? Or is there some tech to it? Oh. No tech about that. That thing's hitbox is everywhere. It'll suck you up no matter where you're doing, no matter what you're doing. And knockdown. 50 times. It was the overhead. We haven't seen a lot of the overheads from Kanos tonight so far. SCORPIONPROCS has the lead. Plus frames. Still challenging it as Nicolas. No fear against his brother in this grand final.
And that's the kind of challenge you only see with people that play an absolute countless amount of matches together. Now the whiff, the breakaway saved him temporarily. Doesn't manage to get a challenge on that overhead, but Nicolas needs to make something happen! And he knows! What are you doing to challenge that? There was a fatality. We heard it. Maybe it was a friendship.
Oh, wow.
Who cares?
That was so quick, though. But you said, what do you do about that? You go to the next game.
Yes, you do.
When you're at
well, you know what? It sounds like they heard you, Mr. Kmac, because that's exactly what we're doing.
Keeping it here in the Coliseum, too. Loving the stage. And that is such good tech in this matchup. Not letting, these two don't let each other get away with anything. And you compare this to almost any other tournament situation, and people get away with little things like that, right? We're used to seeing Fujin just reset neutral and fly away. He said, no, get over here.
Even little things like comboing an opponent, they use breakaway and then use it to get like a free jumping kick or something. Even that situation is getting flawless blocked, either with an up 2, maybe not necessarily from breakaway obviously, but look, you can't get away. We've been seeing the escape happen all day long. Now optimal, or semi-optimal. We didn't get the standing one, but who cares? You know what, that's still well hard, and he's going to go into the fatal blow. Now, this is not going to kill, but one more potential touch, essentially, is going to do it.
Can these two stop putting each other so low on health that now we got a scramble situation where any touch on both sides will do the job? And Nicolas, when he's been down to the wire, the flawless blocks have been pristine to avoid the chip. Oh! why, you know.
Cursed him. It's definitely your fault.
My bad. Yep, I take responsibility.
Round 2. Fight.
Where do we go from here, Aquaman? Back against the wall, but with that full screen presence. Oh, I don't know about that, because you are in a lot of trouble. Scorpion, thankfully, doesn't have meter. So you're not going to be able to get the set play, but the punish on the knife toss. He knew it. Scouted that out. Perfect.
When we saw this matchup earlier, what was it, Rewind versus Han Rashid? It's a matchup that we saw, but we didn't see, and this is no offense to Rewind, but we didn't see the kind of anti-turbine tech that we're seeing in this, on this consistently. Oh.
There's the meaty pressure. Scorpion's going to capitalize on it. Empty jump. I mean, we just talked about how they don't let you get away with a jump in after break. Clearly they know that, because that's why we saw a break into an empty jump. You didn't see that much. Woo!
That was such a quick reversal, too. Oh, I thought that was the arm break. Nope. What? What just happened?
Disgustingly good whip punish. Nicolas pushing forward again, expecting a button. There's the win push. Needs a little bit more though. No meter to make it count, but there's the run-in punish on the bio pull. Now 1 round apiece. Scorpion Procs, if you're in losers, you have loads of games left to go. You gotta make this one count. 2-0, maybe even a 3-0 to reset. It doesn't take a lot of time, and then bam, we're going into a fresh set. Forward 3 anti-air. Are you serious?
Woo! Gets a punish, and they have been consistent on those biomagnetic pulls. Again, a lot of murder that I see get away with in competitive play is that biomagnetic pull. And Nicolas says, get that out of here. We see almost shades of a rain roundhouse of old. With that KB, not able to breathe as Scorpion. Nicolas, okay, the bio pull works. No defense bar to worry about. Full cash out, a little bit of dog damage on there with the lighter fluid. And doing the headbutts of doom. And out of disrespect to the plus frame, still, Nicolas, I'm out of here.
Okay. 1 game apiece. Dude, they are restarting match frame 1. Frame 1 restart. Now, is it back to character side? Looks like it is. So is it going to be Kano? Is it going to be someone else? Curious over how things are going to develop here. Maybe some time to think. I mean, you can actually see it here.
I mean, they both play, I think, the same characters at the same level. You know, like, we've seen Fujin from both of them. We've seen Cabal from both of them. But against each other, what's it going to be? It looks like we might be going back to the Oshtek Kodal for Scorpion Procs. And he has a couple of tournament wins against Nicolas and against, you know, tournaments in general down in Latin America like we were talking about. Recently has been winning them with Kotal Khan. Just want to give you guys at home a little bit of knowledge on that. I was DM'd by Dijon Instant. He's like, yo, Scorpion Procs picked up Kotal, and he's already winning. What? What? He was taking a sip of water and literally spit it out. Oh my goodness. What? I've never seen a commentator get his body this ketchup right now. He was taking a sip of water, and that was so effing ridiculous that he spit it out.
All right. I am wearing my mask though, don't worry. Yeah, that was really weird. I'd never seen that answer before, but you know what? Actually, it doesn't matter. Scorpion Procs still able to land that command grab. Bit of a life lead here. Oh, you want to press buttons, dear? Take this.
Oh, now not active enough to stop the wake-up jump from Nicolas. That's a lot of health coming at you. That's a big boy moving mighty fast. Jails off the down three hit advantage to the forward 1. No hits. But no balls blocking the gap that we saw earlier from Nicolas on the forward 1-2 into the disc. Wow, hits are landing though.
Didn't have any meter. Had to just make do with the rest of the string.
And that'll be it. Sets it with his chest, pounding it. Takes the round convincingly. Has a wonderful position too. Is he gonna turbine out? No. I think Nicolas knows not to tempt fate. A little too much. Oof, the interactable usage. Already phenomenal from him.
I mean, just being aware of the other players' respect. You're going to sit there and respect too much. Oh, that standing 1 anti-air. And then the flawless block. And then the successful mix once more. That Kotal Khan is looking real crispy. I mean, clearly one of his more recent characters, but you take the rock solid fundamentals on top, and then you put a character like this.
Excuse me?
What is going on right now?
Excuse me on that parry? Have you ever seen a Fujin not do back 1-1? Which would have punished the parry?
Uh-oh, okay. Look, if you're going to get any kind of comeback, you've got to make sure you get big damage now. You're not going to necessarily need Fatal Blow for everything else that you do. So, you know what? Take the damage for what it is. Have to work your backside off right now, but Scorpion Procs Again, just remind, right, the 1-1 situation. 2-1's going to be pretty attractive if you're on the loser side. Tries to pick up. Oh my god, that is a mistake!
It's no punish. The sweep is going to connect. Did you see how low it connected to the ground? Guaranteed. Guaranteed a little bit of damage right there on that launch.
Why are they so optimal, Mr. Aquaman? I don't know.
Yeah, that's something Kotal players don't even do, by the way. That's how insane that was. Getting a little more guaranteed damage than most other Kotal players would do, which is just a forward 1 right there. We've seen that all tournament long. Con cut forward 1. With a little... Stop it. We can't say a sentence without 2 things being flawless blocked.
And there's the confirm, that forward 3 hitting its mark and then getting a juicy 26% because of it. Got time now. Oh, the neutral dark! How is he ready for all of this?
Up his face, showing him no fear right now as Nicolas. And I like that response. Woo! Bold place to do that. Under wave dash. The SCORPIONPROCS there didn't take the guaranteed damage to the Fatal Blow. He's going to be saving those resources just in case, unless he gets them in one more B&B. The float cancel afterwards is the only way out of avoiding that KP. That is a matchup-specific thing. After the 17th character that they've picked amongst each other, my brain might explode.
How much more is this matchup going to develop? That's what I'm thinking. This is the grand final. And again, 2 for 2. And then we take the armor break.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say right there.
Dude, when I was 16 and I was waking up in the morning, I couldn't even decide what cereal I wanted to eat.
Optimal with the forward 1 con cut conversion. 340. And the step back baits the button. SCORPIONPROCS is cooking. He tried to get sensationally optimal.
But it doesn't matter. We still got meter 2 guaranteed.
He's dead.
Hey! Reset point.
What you guys are seeing right there, even the down 1 and the 3-4 is what we would tell people not to do because it's so hard and so tight.
Now the reset point is real as the round 3 enters the greatest soundtrack in all of Mortal Kombat. That subway theme. Shout out to Dan Forden.
Oh yeah, we're ending on a classic here tonight, guys. Oh!
And we still pick that up.
Not only has Fujin been taking the breath out of opponents tonight, there's been taking the breath out of us in this grand final.
You can say that again, dude. And now SCORPIONPROCS, wait a second. Doesn't go in for the amplify, he does plus frames. The breakaway, now plus frames. Forward 3, and we just confirm, go for the jump in, get some damage. We'll take that 30%, thank you very much. And here's the win push. Is this going to be enough to bring us into a game 5? Pre-reset, maybe not.
Uh-oh. That was so optimal for no reason. I half expected him to just take the command grab ender and then be at a strike distance in the Fatal Blow to kill. But he just decided to be so optimal for no reason from 160. I'm done.
All right.
Have a great night, everyone.
All right.
Combo Breaker 22 has been fantastic. These two were effing stupid at MK11.
Gonna be honest, Mr. Aquaman, I almost made the same mistake twice where I just had a sip of water while you were talking about that, and then I saw that. Thankfully, I finished my sip right before that ball was blocked. Into the tournament reset. Now it's one final best of 5, and then Combo Breaker will be over. But, I mean, they're 1-1 now. Are we gonna stick with these characters? Who knows? What? Dash is down 2?
It looks like SCORPIONPROCS is getting more and more comfortable with the reads on Nicolas right now because we're seeing some bold ones. And the more that this progresses, he even read that the breakaway was going to come. Stop it.
We're starting to open up those layers of mix, Mr. Aquaman.
He's getting a taste for Elder God's blood ketchup. Oh, that's the slowest. That's the least amount of time. That's the least amount of movement I've seen from SCORPIONPROCS all night long. Was that, I don't know, 1.5 second.
Oh, no!
They're going into the immediate restart, but what is that going to be?
Wait. What does that mean? What does that mean?
They're going to go in desync.
I'm a bit confused. Where does that leave us? Was that an external controller press? Must have been.
Must have been. And the iconic stare back at the crowd to see who it was. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what the ruling is on this one. I'll wait on that, but I'm just gonna pretend that's business as usual once again.
Well, the optimal straight away. How do you get pulled out of a game like that and then you just jump straight back in, and then bam, you just hit the optimal, you know? I think we're just getting a really, really fantastic display so far, but it does, as you can clearly see, looks like because it was an external person just pressing the button, we just got in for a restart of the match. I mean, they're twins, right? They'll do it.
Yeah, which has taken a little bit of momentum away from SCORPIONPROCS now, as he had this start before that unfortunate altercation of technology and Bluetooth.
A swift reminder, folks, to always disconnect your pads in tournament.
And if you are the one going onto the setup to play your match,
oh yeah, because
you are the one that you have to desync. Otherwise, that's kind of on you at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's physically impossible for a player who has just played to disconnect their Bluetooth device. The person that sits at the station has to do it. Obviously, they forgot, but you know what? They immediately went and prevented it from happening again. There's the first round here for Nicolas.
Leave while you can.
Nicolas going to be pretty happy with that result, but there's plenty more work to be done here. What I'm wondering... Oh, God!
I don't know what you're wondering.
Who cares
But
what I'm wondering?
God now. That forward two. 19 frames of Aztec Justice, but so many people know the range and are ready for it. With that flawless block, I've seen it so consistent in this tournament, but Nicolas has taken that flawless block. That's what I'm done. I don't want to talk anymore.
What more do we have to say? This is ridiculous. Letting the whole string rock. Taking the minus frames and forcing that mid-command grab. Smart stuff here from SCORPIONPROCS. The trip guard, though, overextended. And gets the KB. Woo-wee! Oh, like what I see!
Whoa, 3-4. This is some juicy damage of Total Cons as well. Has decent knockdown off this, but the bad side is that he's going to fling him out of the corner here. Get off that sword.
That's going to be really good for Nicolas.
Dirtying it up.
Scorpion not afraid to push in. I mean, the flawless blocks have been 100%, but until he just built the meter to do it.
You're really smart there. A lot of people fall for that amplified disc of Total Cons. They're so used to crouching that it becomes a mid on the amplification. Now as they get a little more knowledge that we see from Nicolas. Snipes him with the back two. Still one away for both. Still flawless blocking every poke that they do.
It's a computer just playing for both of them or something. Oh!
Oh my goodness!
That was Lord! Mr.
That was the
Ackerman.
only time that interactable setup didn't work. What would have been the game winner for Nicolas, and this cannot be scripted any better.
They're flawless blocking each other's turns in those final moments. It's literally like we're having a computer play for both of them on very hard.
All they're doing is what they do for 8 hours a day at home, and we're just watching. And
It's almost like this is how they got so good or something.
Yeah.
But either way,
if you guys want to know how, this is how. They're actually practicing as we speak. Yeah, let that one sink in.
you missed that. You were looking at me.
I was.
Forward 3 from Fujin. Flawless block up 2. Delayed up 2.
Fight.
I wish I could have seen your reaction to that, because that is the exact kind of Total Calm play that would have made you very happy.
Oh, I mean, he started off with one of using one of the best anti-airs in the game, Total Con Stand 1. In this variation in particular, you talked about the damage off of Total Cons up 2, and you were like, whoa, hold on a second. He also gets some of the biggest damage off an anti-air, near 30% meterless off of that Stand 1, because you can buffer con cut like you see him do. Hello, and look at this damage. Oh, he didn't end it.
The chase down. And that forward 1 into the Khan cut. Speaking of which, down 1. Oh, give me those optimals, baby!
Ooh, so much respect right now. If I do something back, no. It's dash, I think. Regular throw, escape failed. This is a scary, scary character all of a sudden.
If things weren't bad enough, now here comes the crushing blow. You've got to be so careful up here for those regular grabs.
Throw, puts you at death territory. Something in the bit. That would have been it. That would have been it too. No fatal blow on both of them.
Oh, get away!
And the headbutt from hell is going to put SCORPIONPROCS up again. Missed 2 fatal blow pickups and was still able to get a 30% grab to close it out. He had more damage on deck than most characters. I don't even know where I'm going with this statement.
It just did a lot of damage, yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. Moving on into this next round.
That's the point.
And
Bro,
in position, I mean, you have to capitalize on even the smallest, most minuscule mistake, because they're both playing so well here. Case in point, that if there is anything to be called an error, you have got to punish it the best you can.
Woo. Building that space as Nicolas, and that's what he needs against Kotal Khan. What a little check with the 1-1-2. Still out of the last hit, and all for naught. Even SCORPIONPROCS there like, oh man, I don't know about that one. Thought he was going to try to rob him right there. Still in some recovery frames. This is still going on. Nicolas could tie us at one apiece. It's a first to 3, and the winner will be Combo Breaker champion here.
Going to take a rather respectable ender. I guess Silver Lining Scorpion's having an opportunity to build a little bit more of that defensive bar that he was so desperately looking for. Plus frames. Lawless blocked the challenge though. Love to see it.
And we see a mid. Oh! Just raw challenges that they hit from every single time, right? Forward 1-2, going to be safe on block anyway. And that's a beautiful threat of dashing up into a space and then looking for something to react to.
Down 1 to steal the turn. Staggering the standing 1. You want to force block the 1-2-2? I dare you to do it, buddy.
Fujin sometimes just catches you movement, and SCORPIONPROCS has been moving an awful lot. Be careful. Is it forward to range? Kotal Khan says it's my turn there. Gets the space again. Wow, he was ready for that. Regular. The old school 1-2 command grab. Doesn't amplify for the corner though. Just wanted the Oki. Try to bait a wake up roll right there. I think it was the pick. And he tried to stand 1 fatal. Same exact reasoning that you see Kotal Khan go for down 1 fatal. You've seen it multiple times in the tournament already. Looking to make a read on someone, making a read on command grab, and he didn't fall for it whatsoever. And now Nicolas.
The last time we saw that exact same situation, it was reversal mid command grab. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It was mid command grab. It worked out, and I think in that position now, you're going to expect a command grab. You're going to jump out. That standing 1 would have caught you nicely. Hard read is a hard read, but a read all the same. Wait a minute. Johnny Cage.
The Kotal was looking good.
It was. I'm surprised. But again, perhaps sensing that your brother is getting a bit too comfortable with
Yeah, he was like, wait a second.
It's time to throw in something new.
Hold on. Mind you, this is how it went in CEO 2. Reset, game 5.
Round 1, fight.
The change of scenery, different interactables. I do wonder if they're going to make much of a difference. The flawless block and oh god, that hurts.
Talk about an optimal punish too. To flawless block something and get Johnny's 4-4 to punish. Because so many people again will auto default to the regular combo starter that could not be as optimal damage starter wise because it's on the slower side. Because they knew that they were going to flawless block it. That hurt to even say.
That's right, they got through the tongue twister. However, looking to turn things around now. Nicolas has to be very careful of these projectile trades. You trade wind push for the waterfall, and that ain't even a trade. You're just getting hit. Ain't no damage being dished out to the opponent there.
A lot of dice here. We know that these boys aren't afraid to disrespect Johnny. It's Johnny's pressure on Oki anyways. Oh, it's good.
That's gonna hurt. Good read there from Scorpion, deciding not to break. That wind kick had his name on it. Oh my god, the punish! And here comes the combo. Wait.
Stop it! I thought he was gonna get down with shadow kick in there at the end.
That was kind of sick though.
That was kind of sick though. Kind of sick, kind of ridiculous. Astronomical.
Round 2.
Out of this world.
Fight.
And SCORPIONPROCS has
Oh, hey! Oh my lord! It sure is uppercut up in this place.
It's uppercut season. The SCORPIONPROCS who's getting more and more confident with the button presses. I've noticed since the reset. 60 health and the choice of Johnny Cage. He hit so many raw normals, raw specials that were confident reads that could have got him killed. The raw down twos, the raw shadow kick at the end. Just sent a statement to his brother this deep in a bracket. And now will we see a final switch from Nicolas?
I think so.
Oh, we are back at the character
I
selection.
think it went in such a way that surely... What?
Night Wolf.
Whoa!
Hang on a minute. Wait.
Nightwolf. Johnny Cage.
I'm
Johnny
very
Cage.
confused. Trying to perhaps bait your opponent into picking Nightwolf. A repeat of CEO, as it were.
Oh, we saw it.
Yeah, we did. It was a great
Special
moment. But
forces.
nope,
He
it's
said-
going to be the Johnny Cage mirror.
He said, brother, just like its CEO, it can only be determined one way in a 5-5 matchup, the mirror. Because that's what this grand finals is, a mirror
Fight.
of these two.
All right, so wait a minute. In the grand finals of Combo Breaker, we have two identical twins in the game that could be the final match of the tournament, playing a mirror match. The mirror match is within and outside of the game. This is what I live for, Aquaman.
In and out, living and breathing, Mortal Kombat are these two.
You know what would have been actually really funny if this happened at some point? Is if Mustard was here to join us. So it could be twins on the desk.
Yeah.
Twins on the stage.
I agree.
Mirror match in the game. What is going on here?
Wow, that was so optimal to read the breakaway that late too. And that is going to be a potential one input error, the one input error that we might be able to say, or was it a godlike reading a jump?
It's genuinely impossible to tell with these two, my friend. Oh, that uppercut. I think that might have been an execution error there.
I know that shadow kick wasn't. Scorpion Procs is not afraid to just do it. Hey, oh. See a little bit of hesitation this late though. First execution drop in a while.
Piece by piece, we're starting to chunk it away. We saw earlier on with VideoGamezYo versus Combat, this mirror match is pure neutral. But with the two of these, much more aggressive than that match we saw before. Wait a minute, the 1-2-1. Oh, doesn't get the final hit, but will it matter? Completely crushes it! Mr. Aquaman, final game post-reset. And the mirror match is going in again! You cannot write this stuff.
And they both just tried to down two at the start of a match. Now they're swinging here. But that, when you see that someone else is trying to down two a lot, the read is to dash up in their face, wait a second, and then down two to try to KB it.
I mean, the reason they're going for those sweep distance down twos is because Johnny Cage is standing one. Does go kind of far. I mean, at least the active frames do, which means that down two shoo it up for breakfast. However, Scorpion pushing forward towards the corner. Nicolas trying very much to get away from that situation.
Woo! That slight hesitation from Scorpion Box too allowed me to not four, but wow, as he just sniped him with a 4-3. In the execution, he said, I got this one. Look at all this damage, 358. We'll throw, and now Scorpion Procs has a tournament point. Is he about to be back-to-back major champion?
That would be an absolutely incredible finish. But even though this will be tournament point for Scorpion Procs, my heart's telling me that we've got 2 more rounds left to go in this.
Will history repeat itself between these two? Oh,
The delayed low, the cheeky stuff, and no break from Scorpion. Maybe a wake-up attack's coming, maybe a flawless block.
It's the delay into the buttons that's working out for Nicolas right now. Catches Scorpion Procs off guard. Gets the crouch no too far away for the punish, but he tried to optimally punish that with some big buttons. Gives him some breathing room with that 1-2-4. +1 on block from Johnny Cage. And then we see another jumping a flawless block. He made it down 2. He said, I want all the damage in the world, and I want it now.
But wait, 56% left.
Oh, yeah.
Scorpion, meter, fatal blow. This is far from over. If Scorpion gets one good sequence, this could be it. And actually, wait. Maybe looking to confirm into throwing shade. Doesn't even know if that's the move.
Yeah.
Bacon, who knows? Mr. Aquaman, tell the people where we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, Combo Breaker 2022. I don't want it to go down any other way. We are in a post-reset. It was 3-2 to begin with. We're at 2-2, final game, final round, and first blood going to Scorpion Procs, who was the champion of CEO. Looking for mercy, and we've got to see a chin checked with the down 2 KB, and Nicolas getting some big damage on the board himself. Has a slight health lead here, catch up as we're coming into the final round situation here. What's it gonna be?
I have no idea, but it looks like the life is almost completely split down the middle, and with 2 twins playing against each other, I mean, it's like they just wrote this in a book. Here's the confirm. Oh dear, no breaker for Scorpion, and we looking to end. We tried to be optimal, but no, the combo drop leaves him in a really bad situation. He confirms.
Oh no!
The throwing
This could be it! How much damage is it gonna do, Scorpion Procs? Is the damage there? Not enough, 51-67 left. We're down to the wire, what's worth the throw? Gonna do it! It is! Nicolas is going to be Your combo breaker champion!
And the excitement, you can see it in their body language. Look, this is what I mean. Clearly, this grand finals, was an opportunity for them to just play each other. Look at how unfazed they are. Everyone else who has won combo breaker.
They won 45 minutes ago.
Exactly.
Whenever that grand final started. I don't know how much time has passed.
People at home, I told you, them sharing a grand finals, that was their victory. This was a chance to show the world what they can do with their variety of characters. Give us an exhibition between absolutely two of the current best players that we have in the scene right now.
And this should give...
They won combo breaker,
Yes.
right? And they were just...
This should give everyone at home...
Get up, go away.
Yeah.
That's it, because they're having fun. That
Yeah.
was it.
I want to say everyone at home, I hope this gives you a little bit of spark to show up to the next major and try to dethrone those